What it do, y'all? It's Glad Gaming, and today's video is a video that I wish I didn't have to make, but here we are. Aizawa is underwhelming. The first video I dropped on this character were just my first impressions on the character. I lucked up and rolled him on my main account, and actually getting some time with him, he's simply underwhelming and undercooked. My biggest problem is his special action Erasure. It was not well executed at all. His field of vision is entirely too narrow. It was said you can hit multiple targets at once, but with the field of vision being so narrow, it's almost impossible. And then all the opponent has to do is move slightly to the left or slightly to the right, and their quirk is back. Also, it's not as instant as it should be. Multiple times I popped the Erasure quirk on an enemy and still ended up getting hit before it registered, or just got knocked out of it, because my opponent completely ignored my move, leaving me open to take unnecessary damage. And also wasting charge on the special skill that I can't reactivate until it goes all the way back up to 100, no matter when I stop using it. And me personally, I believe if it was going to be that unreliable, you should be able to reactivate it and deactivate it until the charge reaches 0, or the cooldown should be way faster. It also doesn't stop special actions of other characters, which is the most egregious offense for it to be so bad. Most everyone's special action utilizes their quirk, with the exception of maybe Ida and Deku, so it will only make sense that his Erasure quirk turns off their special actions as well. So what's the point of like turning off a Bakugo's quirk if he can just fly away and beam me anyway once he's out of my field of vision? Or cutting off a Cementos or Ibara's quirk if they still can insta-res their down teammate? It also doesn't cancel out already active quirk like Ida's Recipro or Froppy's invisibility, which makes sense as far as the invisibility goes, but I feel like if I see a Ida and he already activated his Recipro and I use my Erasure quirk, it should shut off his Recipro, allowing my team or me to capture him and him not being able to continue to just run off. All that being said, in my opinion, makes this special action one of the least useful in game next to Dobby and Todoroki. Now I say least useful and not useless because you can make some plays with it. You definitely can make some plays with it, but the risk versus reward is just not worth it a lot of the time. And I stand behind my statement that I feel like it should have worked more as a status effect skill than what it is. Moving on to his moveset, I actually enjoy his moveset. For the most part, it's super linear and the damage is a bit underwhelming, but like I said in my first impression video, in a 1v1, it's actually an amazing set. Now my only complaint is what may be the most important skill in his set, and that's his alpha skill, Binding Claw. It doesn't do damage on the initial hit, which I believe is a massive misstep, especially being as though you have to be spat on to land it, unlike other characters who can just spam R2 until their aim assist eventually corrects itself and now they're hitting their shots. In my opinion, I believe the initial hit should do damage just like Ibara's grab, and also it seems like the only character whose move that doubles as a grapple they could get right was Froppy's, because as we all know, Ochakro's grapple is bugged, Deku's can be a bit iffy, and now Aizawa has joined that group. Sometimes it doesn't even grapple an opponent, even when you hit dead center. The character will flinch, but it won't get the grab. And what's the point of the character flinching if you're not even getting any damage off? That's just unacceptable and a waste of a charge for your R2 move, especially with it being his alpha skill, basically his main attack. All in all, it's again an underwhelming skill. No hate for the bigger creators, but they jumped the gun with the clickbait title saying that this character will be meta just so they can have the views rolling in. But after really playing him, he feels undercooked and rushed out, and that's just disappointing. You can get some decent plays off with Aizawa. You can even get some god tier plays off with Aizawa if you have enough skill. Is he the worst character in the game? Not by a long shot. Is he the best? Not at all. He lands smack dab in the middle of the road at a low B tier to a high C tier. And in my opinion, if you want to go technical class, Toga and Dobby are still much more valuable options. which is really disappointing. Now, me personally, I'm still going to main Aizawa because, like I said in previous videos, he's my favorite character. And I do have a lot of fun with his moveset. And because it's really kind of hard to play him, I'm kind of a glutton for punishment. I like to use mid-tier characters in game. So it makes me feel better when I do make good plays with the character. But you can choose any other character if you want some of the things that Aizawa has in his kit, and they will be far superior. I mean, even with Ochako's bug, her grapple is still better than Aizawa's binding claw. Now, that I feel like will make him not a very popular pick in this game, at least until they give him some bug fixes, maybe some buffs. But as far as this character goes, like I said, I feel like he was rushed out and undercooked. They were so scared, in my opinion, to make him too OP that they ended up making him super lackluster. Because in theory, I'm not blaming a lot of the creators who thought he was going to be meta, who dropped videos saying he was going to be meta when his kit was revealed. Because in theory, his kit is supposed to be broken. What leads me to believe they might have dialed his kit back a lot, fearing that he'll be too unbalanced and leaving us with a lackluster character. That's all for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you stuck around this long, thank you guys for watching at all. If you did, I'm nearing 400 subscribers and I really appreciate that. You guys been showing a lot of love. Please like and subscribe. Continue to watch the videos. More will be coming, and I'll see you in the next one.